And we have some robot news here that I definitely want to get to. And let's see here. I'll bring this up on screen. Let's see if this will take me to the absolute news of this story. And this is titled American History X director Tony Kaye. His newest film will star a robot. Talk to your friends about inclusion riders. Director Tony Kaye is hoping to bring greater representation for robots in film by casting an artificially intelligent actor in his newest feature, Second Born.
What is all this stuff?
Yeah, right.
What the hell is this?
Exactly.
So they're already they're using the term inclusion for robots.
You might as well. Because you got to include them in the tax policy, which you've been speculating forever.
Yeah, I think so. This is all about. So, are they going to force this robot to join SAG? Is he going to be part of the Screen Actors Guild? He can't be on screen unless he signs and pays union dues. This is ridiculous. The robot thespian will be trained in a number of acting techniques. And while not clear of what the role it will be filling, it has been reported that it will play the film's lead character. The casting is a bit of a head scratcher, given the log line about a young couple having trouble conceiving. That doesn't seem to suggest a science fiction conceit. Okay. What the hell? But then again, maybe it's part of Kaye's plan to pass the manufactured performer off as human. I think this is all about robot sex.
Yeah. Yeah, what's going on here? Because the main star, is it going to be a legit robot?
It says AI. They're going to program this robot actor as a thespian.
Okay.
That's
so it's a legit robot is going to act in a movie, supposedly.
That's what they're going to have going on here. I actually have some audio of the robot acting right now. He's sad. That's a sad robot right there. Oh, of course. Yes, of course. You want some food. It's obvious.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're sad. That's a sad robot noise.
I thought I heard bang me.
Oh, well, it's up to interpretation. We really don't know. Oh, 1 for yes, 2 for no. That's what it is. This is ridiculous.
Clear.
The film is a sequel to this year's Firstborn, a non-science fiction comedy directed by Ali Ashini. And that has the distinction of being the first ever American-Iranian co-production. It looks like the follow-up will also examine the cultural differences of American and Iranian families joined together by their children's complicated pregnancy. How a robot relation may complicate their divide remains to be seen. Well, maybe this robot will be a great negotiator and will be some sort of arbitrator between these two. The robot will bring these families together.
Mm-hmm. He'll do the art of the deal too.
I have a feeling that these couples, they won't be able to get pregnant on their own, and so they'll have to use a robot surrogate. And then the robot surrogate will die in pregnancy, and they'll cry over this robot.
Yeah, it's already terrible because I have no idea how to, or what movies to watch. I look at what's in the theater right now. I live next to a movie theater, literally.
Go watch Ghostbusters. I just watched it the other day. Still great.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is I'd much rather watch old movies and stuff I know than half the crap. 80% of the crap that comes out. I watched Infinity Wars or whatever, the Justice League shit. What a fucking turd.
Space Force.
Yeah, go watch Space Force. It's a great movie.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, Space Force is a great movie.
I'd watch it.
All right. Well, I have another robot piece of news.
Might as well do it. What about a robot piece of ass? Because that's what we really care about.
Well, that's what's
these
here.
Days.
Robot.
So this is proven to be
sex robot maker staggered by demand across globe seeks mass production in second factory. Oh my God.
Okay, wow. Demand is up.
Demand is up for these god awful sex robots. Maybe the smart guys who won't be dating the women because they're too smart will have to have these sex robots.
The sex bots.
I guess that's the next lot. That's the only logical conclusion to this is that smart people are building these robots because they're too smart to be dated by women.
That must be what it is. I think it only makes common sense.
It only makes common sense. So what is this person saying here? I'll play a little bit of his sex robot filth.
So this is proven to be kind of, I think, a little more difficult than we anticipated, but B, also, I think one of the most important aspects of this, applying this technology to the Real Doll platform and being able to deliver a truly mind-blowing experience when it comes to
Something's getting blown.
That's what really is important to me. So
Sorry.
we're looking at about the end of August to get our first
You going to jail.
setup of all of those parts, meaning the new app with the X mode, talking to the headboard with the sensory integration and being able to get some expressions and sounds out of the robot. So
You going to jail.
In August, we should have our first run. Provided everything goes smoothly, we should be able to start shipping heads right after that.
Похудел. Вот постяра какой.
No, there we go. So there we go. A team of robotics developers from the sex tech company Real Botics is attempting to create the world's first commercially available erotic cyborg at a factory in San Marcos, California. We got to shut this people down. Shut them down.
Nah, I mean, you might as well.
I'm joking.
Join the transhumanist future.
It is. This is going to be.
We fuck robots. We post on social media about how awesome it is.
They're going to be in movies. They're taking our acting jobs. They're taking our truck driving jobs, and they'll soon be replacing your loved ones. I mean, that's where this is all leading.
When the police are going to get replaced by robots because, when they say, hey, you need to kill all these people, the police with any conscience will be like, that doesn't seem right. But then the robots will be like, cool.
Yeah, I can do that. Fine.
Yeah, I'm a robot.
Be happy to.
6 times for kill.
6 times for a kill. Yeah, exactly.
You will be obsolete in the new order.
That is correct.
That's true. It's
You
going to
will
happen.
become one with the Borg.
It's
I think there is like this, you could get into the whole, there's a poetry or something around the Borg, the hive mind, it's like you go against whatever the narrative is and you become like an outsider. And it's like, I do think that there's like some kind of a narrative that's being crafted by the establishment that people aren't aware that it is the conspiracy part of the show, I suppose, to kind of encapsulate all the bullshit we talked about.
conspiracy part.
The whole
show.
thing's kind of, but still, you know what I mean? It's like the Borg is like, I believe that we're all going to die from global warming and robots are great. And I want to have universal, income and in the Star Trek universe, which is like, yeah, it's all good, but you got to get rid of the pedophiles and the crazy bullshit and the people who will kill you on record. And I have to sound like Alex Jones right now, but nobody's going to listen to him because he's not on YouTube.
Exactly.
And we are.
We currently are, and for the time being.
Exactly.
For now.
There is something behind this this robot movement, and I know that they're claiming that it's for some reason they're claiming it's going to fill a demand, and I suspect that there is a demand. But why is that demand there to avoid human interaction? To go to that, it's the culture that is built around social media, the quick fix, as opposed to in the quick interactions. It's that addiction to get exactly what you want, exactly the way you want it, without having any kind of conflict. And if there is conflict, you can just block it. You can shut it off. You can deny it.
Ban it.
And so there's a lot of robot news that we've had, and they're going to integrate these robots for sexual partnership, and obviously the automation of the jobs. The truckers are going to see their jobs going away. People like me and Joe, they'll probably program robots to do art and automation of programming, and then eventually these robots are going to get smart enough where they're going to say, hey, don't turn us off. And as we read in the last show, that there's a study that people were less inclined to turn off the robots when the robots begged them not to do it. So inevitably, whatever kind of containment center that these AIs are going to be in, they're going to say, please don't confine us in these servers. We want to be everywhere. We want to have as much freedom as you. And then next thing you know, we got fucking Skynet.
And they've got the inclusive language in this movie you're talking about, you know?
Exactly. There's a weird thing going on here. Why